Welcome to the channel. Tonight you are about to witness 5 of the most terrifying and bone-chilling videos ever found on the internet, each one more disturbing than the last. And I dare you to keep watching until the very end. So turn off your lights, make sure you are completely alone to get the real essence of horror. The White Lagoon. The first video comes from the YouTube channel Hippie Happy Wild Living. This channel is usually all about nature and wild adventures. None of his videos are paranormal. Except for this one. Check it out.
Hello there, welcome to day 435 of me living out in nature. And it's the new year, so I thought I'd do a nice long video instead of the little short minute ones I've been doing recently. Today I'm going to go find a bovie around this area somewhere. It'll be the third time I've stayed in a bovie. I've never had any guests, so third time's a charm. The bovie I'm going to is called the White Lagoon, I believe, and it's by Loch D. And I've got a bit of wood with me just in case there's no dry stuff there, so I can have a fire with ease. There's my home in the distance. Let me zoom in. It's got the nice Scottish flag on it. Let's go see what it looks like. Well, I have made it to my home for the night and it looks beautiful. Let's go see if anyone's
Molly
in.
spends hours trekking through the mountains, surrounded by beautiful scenery, until he finally arrives at the old bothy known as White Lagoon, where he plans to spend the night. Inside, he explores the place, gets comfortable, and settles in. But soon, he stumbles upon some very unexpected guests.
Looks like more people are coming, but they've drove it. I didn't even know you could drive on this road. And I just had that family come in and they said they'd just been to a different bovie nearby and they were just searching around for another one. So they're just going to have a little walk somewhere and they said, I might have guests tonight, so we'll see how it goes.
Many hours later.
I've set up my bed for the night. I'm going to get the fire on when it gets darker. There's normally loads of candles around, but they've all been burnt out. Finish off the haggis and of course putting in my favourite, cayenne pepper. And as always, top it off with a little mustard.
After eating dinner, Molly prepares to sleep. But that's when things start to get weird.
I got one of them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to use. Maybe this is the guests. There was no one there. I don't know if that's just when people fuck with me or something. I don't know if that's something they do. But I don't think it would be that family. It was just a dad and his daughter and son. Oh well, we'll see. It was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there, so I don't know what's going on, but I've heard of any haunted bovies or anything. I've never had weird shit. Fuck's sake. Just wanted a nice little bovie night. If you've watched all my videos before, you know I don't do shit like this.
He hears knocking at the door and assumes the guests have returned. But when he goes to check, no one is there.
I can hear walking around into the room, and then I go in there, and it just stops. Maybe I just put my music on really loud and forget about it. Cameraman never dies right. So it's been about an hour and a half since I last made a video, and I've just been doing what I said. I've had my music on loud, I've listened to Blink, some drum and bass, some reggae, and I'm doing what I came here to do, and that's have a good fucking night. So I'm enjoying my time by this fire, and have an amazing day tomorrow. I'm back out in nature where I belong, so peace and love, good night.
He soon begins to hear slow, heavy footsteps coming from the empty room beside him. He tries to ignore the sounds, puts on some music, and eventually falls asleep.
a bit of an experience last night. Not really sure what was going on. Thought it was just people knocking on the door and running away that were camping nearby, but it didn't seem like that when I went outside. Couldn't really explain what was happening next door with the noises, but I'm not really a believer in ghosts myself. It was a bit creepy, but I'm more of an alien guy. But if you are into ghosts and all that paranormal stuff, these are not the videos for you, because this is not what I do, this is not what I'm about.
What do you think about this situation? Is the White Lagenbothy actually haunted, or is there a reasonable explanation for everything that occurred? Let me know your thoughts in the comment. There are countless other spooky, paranormal videos featuring White Lagen. If you want to see them all, then let me know in the comments. I will create a compilation of them. The second video takes us to a hospital in Honduras. According to local stories, a doctor who once worked here tragically took his own life inside the building. And ever since, his spirit is said to roam the dark, empty hallways. Both patients and doctors have reported strange, unexplained encounters within these walls. One night, a medical student was working late inside the hospital when he began to hear disturbing noises coming from one of the empty rooms. Curious and a little unnerved, he decided to investigate. With his camera recording, he carefully approached the source of the sound, and this is what he captured. The student manages to capture what appears to be an alien-like figure before the video abruptly cuts off. Hospital staff were reportedly shocked after watching the footage, and if you look closely, the figure seems almost translucent. Whatever this student recorded that night doesn't look like it belongs to this world. Our next entry comes from paranormal investigator Cody Aaron. The office he explores has a long history of reported paranormal activity. During one of his visits, Cody is documenting his experience when something chilling happens.
Okay, you guys, so this is the door that moves on its own, and that's the chair that moves on its own. And I'm just tired, you know, there's absolutely nothing here this time. I've not seen anything. There was way more people than what's usually here today, so I kind of guess maybe that's what it is, and I'm just gonna call it a day. I'll start again tomorrow maybe, and we'll see what.
As he films, a ghostly figure appears, sending shivers down his spine. Cody at the time had no idea he captured something like this. And if that wasn't enough, just moments later, the door behind him suddenly slams shut on its own. But the story doesn't end there. On another night, Cody returns to the same office, and once again, the activity begins.
See, and look, here is the motion detection for me in this room. There I am on the screen. There's no motion detection. Look, it's moving. And there's no motion detection right there. That is nuts. Look at that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need Eric's help for this. I'm not gonna do this by myself. I promised him that I would do this, but there's gonna have to be more people here besides me.
When Cody reviews the footage, he notices what looks like a pale figure moving through the darkness. He immediately investigates, carefully scanning the empty office with his camera. And then, out of nowhere, a chilling voice screams one single word. The sound echoes through the building, and by this point, Cody had enough. Next time you are walking around your house, just remember that there could be something watching you from the darkness. The next video is one of my personal favorites. and it comes from the TikTok account, Dude, My House is Haunted. The creator Tony has uploaded several clips of his terrifying paranormal encounters, clips so convincing that even many skeptics were left speechless. Tony's story begins years earlier. After the tragic passing of his wife in 2006, he moved into a new house. For nearly a decade, the activity there was mild, just the occasional knock or tap in the night. But over time, the haunting grew much, much worse.
Walked into the kitchen to the refrigerator, and I was walking past it, and I got about right here, and it went and opened behind me and scared the crap out of it. Got my heart thumping, let's put it that way. Because you don't expect that sound as you're walking by and so close to you. But it hasn't opened since, and I can jump up and down and it won't open. But sometimes I could unplug it and plug it back in and it would stop doing it. But now it's making this, whoa. Okay, see, I didn't even move. I wasn't even moving. That's the first time that's happened since the last time. Okay, it's got to be a bed ring, but I wasn't moving. Look at that. It's closed, and there's nothing on the edge. There's nothing on the edge that would, like here on this edge, that would push it out. And there's the magnet clip. See, that snap's closed. All right. Fuck, see? That's the freaking noise. Oh my freaking God. All right.
One chilling clip, a chair can be seen sliding across the room by itself, and then a faint, transparent figure seems to appear, as if dragging it. Moments later, the same chair is flung violently toward the kitchen. At first, Tony believed it might be the spirit of his late wife trying to reach out from the afterlife. But soon, he realized this presence was anything but comforting. He came to believe he was dealing with something much more sinister.
Remember how I said I didn't know how I'd react if this thing started touching me? After it happened, I got dressed as fast as I could and I went to my brother's house. I'm sorry. Whew, I thought this was gonna be easier. Because I'd heard my hall walker again this morning, so I decided to grab my phone and go into the hallway and see if I could catch it. And I could hear it at the end of the hall, so I had the camera facing me and I turned around so everyone could see over my shoulder. So you could hear how loud the walking is. Because from the living room, I don't know if everybody could hear it very well in that other video, but it was loud to me. It started walking towards me, and I feel a hand on my back. It terrified me. I froze. And it felt like an energy by my head here, like if you had your eyes closed and somebody leaned in, you would still feel them there. You wouldn't hear them breathing in, but you could feel that, like. My hall walker is back. Sounds like it's down at the end of the hallway. Right back there. Holy fuck. That felt like somebody's right standing behind me. Holy fuck. That was somebody right behind me. It felt like their face was right here. Like they were really tall. I was frozen. I couldn't move. Oh. What the fuck? That's not my wife. And that's not Miss Flower. That felt like something really tall.
In another video, Tony records after hearing noises in the hallway. As he films, he suddenly feels a presence behind him, something touching him, while multiple disembodied voices whisper for help. But the most terrifying moment came when Tony's girlfriend was making lunch. A chair suddenly moved on its own. A cabinet door slammed open with violent force.
A little bit left. What flavor do you want? Terrible. Hey. Yeah. Hey. No.
And as Tony rushed into the kitchen, a knife was hurled directly at him, leaving a scar. For Tony, that was the final straw. He decided it was time to leave the house behind. Here's a chilling fact. Many believe that the more attention you give to paranormal activity, the stronger it becomes. Tony's experiences didn't turn dangerous until he stopped ignoring them. Luckily, he made the right choice. He moved out and now lives with his girlfriend, hopefully free from whatever haunted that house. The final video in this list might not be real, but it is scary as hell. It's simply titled, Real Exorcism Caught on Camera.
Indra Marina Emily. Ini yang mau musik kita. Kalian gak lihat teman kalian ini masih dalam kekuasaan kami.
Diem setan. Kita bakal balikin lo ke alam.
Balikin? Emang ini bukan alam itu. Saya ulang. Sabrina, nggak mau kita pergi. Sabrina maunya sama kita.
Diem lah.
Diem. So berani.
Mer, Lim, Dave, yuk. Lakukan sekarang.
Ini buat JGS lu yang tercinta.
Bukan. Yang satu ini untuk Sabrina,
Dan untuk Tuhan yang kita sudah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim.
Cuekin, Bill. Cuekin, Bill. Nah.
Sabrina, itu kamu bukan? Sabrina.
Ya.
Sabrina. Dina.
Bill, gimana, Bill?
Gelap, hati-hati. Lampunya mati semua. Iya. Coba lihat ruang merah.
TV nyala sendiri, Bill. Kamu cek deh.
Jagaan Melina.
Bill! Hah? Dev, Billy gimana sih? Bill! Billy? Bill?
Mau dibawa aja ke Marina.
Si kameranya mati lagi ya? Iya, ini mati-mati kameranya, kenapa kayak gini sih? Oh, jangan tega banget dong, udah diemin dulu di sini sama gue, mati-mati murni.
Linda. Gak apa-apa, Mer. Ya. Mer, stay situ ya. Ya, gue jaga Marina ya. Dev, Linda nggak ada, Dev. Ada di belakang. Dia nggak ada. Coba cari. Sabrina, Bagus. Bagus. Mel, gue yang kalah Fatih. Sabrina, Sabrina, Sabrina. La kenapa bener? Syukurlah, Mir.
Kalian siapa?
Sadar deh. Sabri.
Mama Sabri mana?
Dev, Mer. Lihat Narles di kamar. Biar gue jagain Sabrina. Oke. Mer. Sabrina. Wah, astagfirullahaladzim. Narles!
The voices in the room grow louder, the atmosphere grows darker, and the scene quickly spirals into pure chaos. Real or not, there's no denying, this video is nightmare fuel. If you like this compilation, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I will see you next week.